Okay, so this will be part 4 of my Splinter Pandora Tomorrow any percent tutorial. With this mission, or rather with this video, we'll be taking a look at the 4th mission in the game, which is Jerusalem. It's one of the longest missions in the game. Usually in runs it ends up taking around 10 to 12 minutes. Same with the mission after this one in Kundang Camp. Anyway, so I'm here with this dock area. The first kind of obstacle is you want to run up these stairs, but when you run up the stairs normally, you get this really slow animation. To avoid that, you want to jump at this railing, and you'll land on this bit of level geometry right here. This bit of level geometry will let you run at normal speeds, or normal running speed rather, so you can run up the stairs really fast like that. Not too hard to time, or not too hard to position yourself for it. You just have to jump at the railing like that basically, and you're on the left side of the stairs here. Like I said, you want to jump on that bit of level geometry and then run to the top. You want to do this part rather quickly so the guards are on the correct cycle. Otherwise that'll happen, where you end up getting caught by the guard.
This looks like a touchy mission. Brunton is coordinating with local intelligence. Assad? Even better.
So you want to run up to this guard right here and then just give him a little bop on the shoulder, just like that as you run past him. Normally when you get caught by a guard in this particular mission, they'll pull out their radio and their buddies and pull an alarm on you. But if you tap them on the shoulder like this, instead you'll aggro them and make them pull out their gun, which means they won't pull an alarm on you. Anyways, once you get past this windowsill right there, you want to pull out your gun, very quickly pull out the red laser sight, and shoot at that wall in the distance there to alert that guard. That'll distract him so you can run up to him like this, do a nice little aerial attack to knock him out. Then you want to run over here through this alley, again bop that guard on the shoulder so he pulls out his gun. If you get shot there a few times, which tends to happen a lot, it's okay, just continue on. You have ways of avoiding damage later in the mission, so you don't have to worry about taking damage here. So I'll run through this alleyway. There's a guard right there on the right, but you can ignore him. He does shoot you usually when you go through this alleyway, but he only gets like 1 or 2 shots in, if you're quick enough. In that case, got like 3, but that's fine. I didn't lose much health. Once you get past this entryway right here, do a crouch glitch down these stairs. Stand up, pull out your pistol, pull out the red laser sight, and then get headshots on these guards. You want to shoot them quickly because otherwise this other guard right here will go over to Saul and use Saul as a human shield, which makes it kind of hard to shoot the captive or that other guard. So yeah, basically you just want to get 2 really quick headshots on these guards. Not too hard to line up since they're pretty close to you, and the red laser sight gives you a good indication of where you're aiming. And then you want to talk to Saul here. Again, lightly mash through the conversation with spacebar or enter. Over to this little opening here. Saul's going to open it and give us our SC-20K, along with a sticky shocker, or along with a set of sticky shockers and ring airfoil rounds. I'm going to pick up all 3 of those. Go to your weapon menu here and move the cursor over to ring airfoil round. Just select it. We'll be using ring airfoil rounds for the rest of the mission to take care of some guards. Shoot out this light so this guard at the end of the alleyway doesn't see you. And shoot a ring airfoil round at the guard to stun him. And then just run past him like this. The rest of this is pretty straightforward, you just have to run through the streets here. Now, there's a bit of AI minute we're going to use in a bit here to distract these guards. Just like that. You just want to shoot at the wall there. And that distracts the guards, so you can run through this alleyway without getting shot. Pretty easy to time. Just have to make sure you're farther away so you don't get seen. Just like that. It's weird. It's not working. It's not working all of a sudden. Well, either way, if you end up getting seen by the guards, it's fine. Just run through this alleyway. They shouldn't shit at you because you end up getting really far away from them. If you do happen to take damage from them, don't worry. There's plenty of points later in this mission where we can use some mech hits to heal. Either way, I'm gonna get to the end of this alleyway and climb up this pipe. Jump up here to this ledge and climb on top of it. Go over to the zip line. Press jump to raise your legs up to slide down the zip line faster. And then you just want to run forward off the edge here. Like so. Like so. It might seem like you'll take damage, but with this particular fall, if you just run off the edge like this, you won't take any damage. It's really weird how that works, but it does. So we roll with it. That leads into the next checkpoint. You want to run over here. Talk with Dahlia Tal here. Again, mash through the conversation with spacebar or enter.
What was he doing in Jerusalem?
Buying a weapon.
Details.
I don't know any.
This starts the what I call the main auto score of the game. We have to wait for Dahlia Tal to open this elevator so we can get to the next checkpoint of the mission. And I'll describe how to do that in depth, although you don't necessarily have to do it exactly how I do it. The route through this area is very, what's the word? Lenient, yeah. The route through this area is very lenient. You don't have to do exactly what I do. In fact, you could end up doing something wildly different. Since this is an autoscroller, you basically want to just buy time by doing something. And I'll show you my way of doing that as I go through the mission here, or this checkpoint rather. So first thing, shoot at this light. So these civilians and this guard up here don't see me. And I crouch glitch up to this guard so I can knock him out. And I shoot this light out so that guard just past the tunnel doesn't see me. Using my other ring airfoil round to stun this guard. I run up to him and knock him out. Just so his body doesn't get found there, I do a quick save quick load for a body check skip. Once I get past that first window, I crouch glitch up to this guard. By the way, for body check skips, you only want to do the body check skip technique rather. If the body you end up, or if the guard you end up knocking out is in bright light when his body falls to the ground. So these two guards I just knocked out, you don't have to do a body check skip for them. Bring out the SC20K, cycle through your inventory to bring up the sticky shockers. Just run straight through this area. You don't have to worry about getting an alarm pulled on you. You get seen by a couple of civilians, but you won't actually get caught by these street guards. Sticky shock that guard. Zoom in twice. And shoot out this light, and then this light to hide this guard's body. Here's this guard right there that you want to knock out. But if you try to run up to him now, you'll get caught. So you just want to wait until he comes up close to you like that before you knock him out. Quick save quick load for a body check skip so his body doesn't get found. Get in a crouching stance. Zoom in with the scope. Shoot that light and then this light. Then run up to this guard while he's looking away and knock him out. You don't have to worry about a body check skip for him because the lights are already, because the room he's in is pretty dark already. Crouch glitch up to this guard and knock him out. You can use the scope for this light, but I prefer to use the red laser sight on the pistol. I shoot out that light, and then you'll see this guard at the end of this little alleyway here. You want to crouch glitch up to him. And then knock him out. Shoot those lights out. And you want to shoot this light out as well. You want to be careful that you don't accidentally shoot the wall. Otherwise, that will alert the guard, and he'll pull an alarm on you, which will cause you to fail the mission. Because like in Dilly Tomorrow, in the first part of this tutorial series, this mission has a 1 alarm restriction, or restriction rather, where the game will pull an alarm on you, or rather, you'll fail the mission if you get a single alarm. Anyways, you want to lure that guard over with a whistle and knock him out. Come over to this guard and immediately knock him out so he can't pull an alarm on you. Shoot out this light with the pistol so his body doesn't get found. We want to take a small detour here and go in this room to pick up some gadgets. I'm going to pick up the sticky shocker and ring airfoil around on that table. Then go up here and pick up the sticky shocker and ring airfoil around as well. Go back down. Go back to the doorway that you came in. Dahlia Tal should be here. There she is. You want to keep the door open like this for Dahlia Tal, like the polite gentleman that Sam Fisher is, because this saves some time in animations. If you this skips an animation where Dahlia Tal would open the gate. And now you have to wait for a bit until Dahlia Tal gets to that elevator right there. One important thing I should mention is that once you get in the elevator, there's 2 options you have for how to deal with Dahlia Tal. You can either save her, or not shoot her, or kill her. So you can either shoot or not shoot her, basically. Save or kill. You want to go with the save option or not shoot option because that's a lot faster for reasons I'll talk about. Either way, you want to go in this elevator and initiate that conversation with Dahlia Tal. We're going to not shoot Dahlia Tal, again for reasons I'll explain in a bit when we get to the next checkpoint. Alright, so, wait, I want to quickly go through this dialogue first before I explain things. Just so the dialogue doesn't distract me. Alright, so, the reason you don't want to save Dahlia Tal, or rather, the reason you don't want to kill Dahlia Tal, is if you kill Dahlia Tal, if you remember those street guards we encountered before in the previous 2 checkpoints, a group of 4 of those street guards spawns in at the end of the mission, and the thing with those guards is, like with the other street guards we encountered before, you cannot kill them in any way. You can't use lethal attacks, so bullets from your guns. Instead, you're restricted to non-lethal gadgets like the sticky shockers and ring airfoil rounds that we've been using so far. So dealing with the guards at the end there becomes a little hairy, and it actually ends up requiring you to go a bit out of your way to get some extra gadgets, which wastes time. And instead, you want to not kill Dahlia Tal while in the elevator. And there will be that little cutscene with the dialogue where you wait in this elevator, but I skipped past it because I want to explain things. You want to prepare the SC20K, or rather your aim for this next headshot by aiming the SC20K basically along this little middle line in the elevator that you see my cursor pointing at. I'll line it up around right here for a headshot. Just like so. Or I missed it. Then shoot the slide out with the scope. Run up here to the entrance of the elevator and get a quick headshot on this guard. If you end up getting shot by that guard, like say, like this, and you end up triggering an alarm, or rather cause the guards to be alert, that's fine. I want to shoot this guard. Now there's 2 guards at the end of the hall here, and there's 2 things those guards can do. They can either come across the corner and try to shoot you, or there's another thing they can do, which they're doing right now, which is they're just chilling around the corner here. If that's the case, you just want to shoot them with headshots with the pistol. If they end up trying to shoot you from around the corner here, you can just spray shots into them with either the SC-20K or the pistol. And you want to get a headshot on this guard with the red laser sight. Shooting from far away like that can be kind of tricky for beginners. So for beginners, I recommend shooting that light out, and then waiting right here until he comes close, which makes the shot a little easier to line up. And you want to run through here in the way that I'm going. This area is sort of a maze, so it can be kind of confusing to figure out where to go on your first way through here. If you follow where I go in this tutorial, you should have no trouble navigating through here. Then you want a quick save there, just in case you take damage. Run up here, go to the right side of the slab, and pick up the SC-20K sample from that little counter there. Sticky shock that guard. That not go how I planned it to. Huh. So what happened there is like I mentioned earlier, I forget which part it was, but with these missions you want to do what I'm doing quickly, like quickly. Otherwise these guards that I'm shooting will be in the incorrect part of their cycle. So when there's for example, when you're trying to go up to a guard, they're attacking you when they're normally meant to be like docile and just standing there. So in that case, there was one extra guard that came to shoot at me that I wasn't expecting. So I'll just load the temp save and do that section over to show you what it actually looks like when done fast. Like I said, you want to line up the SC-20K reticle with this middle line in the elevator to line up for a headshot on this next guard once you get out of the elevator. Just like that. Shoot out the light with the scope. Shoot this guard with the scope. Run over here. Shoot out this guard. Next two guards can either shoot from around the corner or just chill there. In this case, they're going to shoot from around the corner, so I'll just stay right here. Shoot them from afar. Tricky pistol shot. Ideally, you can just shoot the light, but I'm just going to do what I usually do, which is shoot this guard from afar. Quick save here in case you die from getting shot. This is what's supposed to happen. This next guard will be around the corner, just like that, so you can sticky shock him. Sticky shock this guard, and then this guard, and then you can safely run to the elevator without any worry of being shot and killed. Alright, so the other consequence of killing Daliatal, or not killing Daliatal, is instead of those street guards being there, like I talked about, at the end of the mission here, there will be Daliatal and a group of snipers. What you're meant to do is kill Daliatal and those snipers, but you don't actually have to kill all of them, because it turns out there's a really convenient way for getting to the end of the mission here. I'll show you. That doesn't require any precise shots. Oh, it is kind of timing based, so be wary of that. It's definitely a bit of AI manip to practice if you're new. But anyways, for this specific AI manip, you want to first headshot this guard so he can't shoot at you. Go just next to this dumpster. Zoom in with the scope. Shoot just under that window. Bring up the SC-20K and shoot just to the left of that window. And then run over here. It's as simple as that, although It is pretty simple in theory, although it does take a bit of practice to get used to. Because even if you do it right, you can end up getting seen by the snipers. Oh, whoops, I accidentally hit my no-clip hotkey there. Ignore that. Yeah, shoot under that window, and then next to that window, and run over here. And you should be fine. If you find that to be a bit difficult, what you can do is kill the snipers instead. What you can do for that is shoot that sniper first, just to get him out of the way. Hide behind this corner. Kill that sniper. And kill Dahliatal right here. There's one last sniper we have to take care of. Just around this corner. And you do want to take care of the snipers quickly because, like with the sniper in Pandora Tomorrow, the snipers take a lot of health from you. So it's best that you take care of those snipers quickly. Either way, you want to take care of those snipers or sneak past them. Then go to this alleyway here. And quick save, quick load through this dialogue. Alright, and that's the end of the mission. And that's Jerusalem done. And the next part of the tutorial, which is part 5, we will be taking a look at the 5th mission, which is Condane Camp. And I'll see you there.